Yeah.
And the reality is that their internal world becomes a little bit more alive and they start to believe like what is going on inside of me might actually be my reality. It's not just based on these circumstances and situations and experiences from the past. So I think that's the biggest first change that we see.
Yeah, I think a lot on the table, then just in general, alpha, the way I think of it is a gentle awareness. It's not a heightened awareness. It's not like a moving, hustling and bustling kind of feel. It's like daydreaming, or it's
Mhm.
reading a book and you're in the book, but you're also kind of aware of what's going on around you. That driving in a car and you're not thinking about the car, but then your mind is going somewhere else.
Mhm.
That's typically when we enter the alpha state. And the alpha state's an interesting state because theta and delta is really where like true healing in the body begins to happen. Again, we can't just be sleeping and being in theta and delta our entire
Yeah.
lives because we have to live life to actually integrate stuff. But that it's kind of like the bridge, right? So you
I like that.
act, you're high, you're high stress, and it's okay if you have that. But then there's that bridge, like that coming down, and like people that are on the tables, or even if you haven't been in Rev and you just meditate or do some yoga or some breath work, it like kind of takes like a second or two to kind of settle in, and that's your body slowing down its brain waves and brain state, moving into that alpha to eventually get into the next state.
I love that. And that for me, like when that starts happening, it's like a compounding effect where now my body's switched out of this sympathetic fight or flight and actually can drop down into a parasympathetic state. So I can actually now switch. And I feel like that is truly the biggest thing we see.